Hello, George Harrison fans. I'm going to do a lesson on For You Blue off the Let It Be album. Not the Beatles' finest moment, but it has some bright spots on it. One of them is this one. It's standard tuning and Capo at the 5th fret. And the chords are A7, D7, and E7. Pardon me if it's a little out of tune because I just restrung it and they're not stretched out yet, so they keep going out of tune. So what we're going to do is, since it's basically it's your average 12-bar blues, and we'll go through the first 12 bars of it, and then I'll stop it and show you how all that's done. That's the whole tune, really, and it just repeats over and over from there. So we'll start with the, again, sorry if it's out of tune a little bit, but you'll get the idea of it. Starts at the intro, which goes like this. Well, I'll have to sit back a little bit. So it's hit the E string open, starts on that, and then hit off the D string at the 2nd fret. Just off the D string at the 2nd fret. Then back to the E again. And then on and off the A at the 2nd fret. So it's, and you're hitting an A chord there. All 3 of those in the 2nd fret, the D, G, and B in the 2nd fret, that's your A. And incidentally, when you're doing the 7th chords, you have to do them these. You have to do the full A and then fret the 3rd fret with your ring finger. And then on the D is a regular D7. E has to be a full E, and then hit the B string at the 3rd fret. I'm talking about rather than do a 2-string E7 like that or a 2-string A7 like that. You have to do a full. That's just the way George does them on this one. So once you got that, open E, off the D at the 2nd fret, then E again, and then on and off the A at the 2nd fret. So it's kind of a... Then he walks up the E string with his thumb. You have to do it with your thumb because you're hitting a full D7 chord down there. So it's... Then he walks up a B7 on the A string. And then it's an E. Watch the picking hand, it's just doing this. It doesn't go. It's doing full chords. Doing this pattern. That's hammer on the G string at the 1st fret with your E chord, and then hit that high E, and then on and off with that B string at the 2nd fret with your pinky to make it 7 on and off. So it's, in fact, if you're just learning it, just practice that for about 5 minutes. Just keep doing it. Because that's a good lesson on pick control. You're doing a full strum on it, but because notice how it's just, you keep going back to that bass note on it. So once you get the hang of that rhythm of it, you got that down cold, and you'll always be able to do that. Now it comes in with the first verse. Because you're... So that's an A7, regular A, and then 7 it at the 3rd fret with that E string. So the strum of the song is going. Which is mostly up strokes. Because you're sweet and D7 on that second one, then back to A. And you'll notice, and you can even see it in the Let It Be movie, that every once in a while George will just throw in this, and I don't know, if there's a rhyme or reason to how often he does it or when, but he'll do the A7, and he'll go all the way up to that 5th fret, make it a full A. But he just throws those in. I'm not sure where he does them, but you could just wing that. And it's sweet and lonely, girl, it's true. E7. That's that same thing we did in the intro. Regular E, and then 7 it on the B string at the 3rd fret. Back to D7 for you. Back to that home A, and then the last little lick is. So that's D string on the 5th fret. So D string on the 5th fret and E string on the 5th fret. Just walk that D string down. 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret. 5th fret on the D, 4th fret on the D, 3rd fret on the D, all the while keeping that ring finger up there at the 5th fret. Back down to the 2nd fret on the D. So that chord is the E7 again. So why don't we just go through 12 more bars of it and you can see it in action. Because you're sweet and... Hold on. Because you're sweet and lovely, girl, it's true. I love you more than I love. The only trick really is to not be sloppy like I just was on the temptation is just to go and strum it completely, but you really have to pick it. And it would help if you had a pick that was not worn down and round like that. Try to get one with an actual point on it for doing that. I suppose you could do it. You could do it with your finger, I suppose. But that's not the way George does it. So that's everything. That's the whole thing. And as always, I think the easiest way to really learn it is to play along with the recording of it. And you'll see the pattern just repeats over and over again, like most pop songs do, and you got the hang of that one. And in fact, once you get the hang of this one, you could probably play 100 more that are exactly like it with the A, D, and E chords. They're all basically identical. So good luck with that one.